Hi, I'm Shannon Thrasher. A little bit about me. I have over 20 years experience as a firearms instructor in the military, law enforcement, and private security fields. I am a certified Alabama police officer and a certified FBI firearms instructor. Today we're going to be doing some shooting from a vehicle and into a vehicle. We're going to see what, if anything, we can prove about how good an idea it is to use a vehicle for cover, and if you need to fire from a vehicle, is it better to shoot through the windshield or get out of the vehicle, or what some of your options are. We are working today on a closed range, and safety is always the #1 concern. The 4 fundamentals of firearm safety are being adhered to. You'll notice that any shooters today are wearing eye protection, ear protection, and a ball cap to protect from broken glass. Any shooting done in the vehicle where there's a chance of spraying glass, they'll also see gloves and other protective gear. Okay, this is going to be through the windshield of the car, shooting a Glock 22 40 caliber. We got 180 grain hollow points. Eyes and ears in place. Okay, this is going to be the AR-15 through the windshield with a 55 grain ball ammo. We're going to fire a few rounds and kind of create a firing port for ourselves, push the muzzle through that, and then continue to fire as long as the threat is still there. Eyes and ears for everyone. There you have it. Okay, now we're going to fire several common handgun rounds into this car door and see what, if any, penetration we can get, see if we can determine anything about that. Eyes and ears, everybody. Our first gun is going to be the Glock 40 caliber, shooting 180 grain hollow point. Okay, and again, now this is the 40 caliber with 180 grain hollow point. You can see we got 2 hits here. The window's broken, but don't mistake that for being the window shot. That's just the shock of the bullet going through or catching the bottom edge. We didn't shoot at the window. This is our shot right here. We open it up, see how we did. On the inside, kind of hard to tell where stuff looks like we got some shrapnel right here, maybe come through. When you look at the target over here, you see we have 1 clear bullet hole. Tells us that second bullet's still in our door somewhere, which kind of proves the point that, you know, sometimes handguns will penetrate a car door, sometimes they won't. In this particular case, we got 50%. Our next gun will be the Springfield 1911, firing a 230 grain hollow point. Next going to be a Ruger shooting a 357 with a 125 grain hollow point. Next we'll fire the world famous 44 Magnum in the Smith & Wesson, shoot a 240 grain hollow point. Okay, now we're going to try the AR-15 on the door panel, 223 5.56 round. It's a 55 grain ball ammo. Okay, now we're going to go with the 12 gauge shotgun through the door panel. First shot will be double aught, second shot will be a slug. Alright, let's see what we got as far as penetration with the handgun rounds through the car door. You can see here we already looked at the 40. We fired 2 rounds, we got 1 through. 357, round everyone talks about, shooting through engine blocks and stuff, but in this case only one of them even shot through a door. Both our 45s went through, both our 44s went through, and tell right here both our 223s went through. So we got 8 out of 10 rounds through the door into a target with enough velocity and force that they would have done some good damage. So what that's telling us basically, if you're a good guy, don't rely on that door as cover. And if you're shooting at a bad guy through the door, don't let that psychologically block you from engaging that target. Chances are that skinny, thin metal on your car door is not going to stop at least the majority of your rounds. We're not going to get into it here whether or not it's a good idea to shoot the tires out of a vehicle, moving or otherwise, or whether it's in your department policy, but we're going to go ahead and shoot this tire and see what kind of reaction we get. So if you need to, you'll have an idea what you need to do. So as you can see, the handgun round did a great job of punching a hole in the tire, but it still takes a few seconds to deflate. It's kind of about the same thing you'd expect from a spike strip. So if you need to do this under whatever circumstance, just keep in mind it's not going to be an instant explosive type reaction that you might see in Hollywood. I want to say a special thanks to our director and editor, Daniel Beard. I'd also like to thank Doug Owens, who donated the vehicle for today's training.